What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about 30, 60, 90 triangles. First, I'm going to be covering the basics, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a love story, so stay tuned for that. This is what a 30, 60 triangle might look like. It's not drawn to scale because I just drew this by hand. This angle right here is 90, this angle right here is 60, and the smallest angle at the top is going to be 30. So notice how each side has a different length. Let's rate them from longest to shortest. This is going to be 1, this is going to be side 2, and this is going to be side 3. Now that we've ranked the sides from longest to shortest, you can see that there's actually a bit of a pattern here. Let's take a look at number 1. It's the longest side, and if you look at the opposite angle facing 1, it's going to be the biggest angle, which is 90. You could do the same for angle number 2. It's going to be facing 60, the second biggest angle. And for number 3, it's facing the smallest angle since it is the shortest side. So that should make it pretty easy to remember the basic structure of these triangles, but we're going to take it a step further. What if you want to know the exact length of all of the sides? I'm going to teach you about the relationships between the sides. Let's say that this side, the shortest side, is x. In that case, this vertical side is going to be x root 3. And this longest side is going to be 2x. So obviously root 3 is going to be a smaller number than 2, and that's why root 3 times a number is going to be smaller than that same number times 2. So that's a good way to remember smallest side x, middle side x root 3, longest side 2x. But what if you can't memorize all that? Don't worry, I have a solution. We're going to say that this shortest side is the most beautiful, jaw-dropping, gorgeous woman you've ever seen in your entire life. And we're going to call her X. Now, because X is so beautiful, so jaw-dropping, so amazing, so gorgeous, so charismatic, so caring, all the boys want her. So these two sides are two of the many boys who want her. So this guy, or this side, is one of the boys who wants her. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I hate to admit it, but X root 3, he doesn't really have much going for him. He's built like a stick figure, he just got a fresh buzz cut, you can tell he hasn't been mewing. Unfortunately, X just needs someone who can provide, who can protect, and this guy, X root 3, he's just not gonna cut it. So whenever X root 3 approaches X, he never knows what to do. He's just standing. He's just standing still like the standing emoji. He doesn't know where to put his hands. He doesn't know how to make eye contact. He's an awkward guy. Okay, he doesn't have Riz. You can just tell that this guy has no game, he doesn't get girls, and he's got no Riz. And that's exactly why he's not as long as 2x. But as you can tell, this guy, he is slanted. He's slanted whenever he tries to talk to X. And that's why he's a whole 2 times taller than X. 2 is a bigger number than root 3, which is why 2x is so much better than x root 3. Now, the reason why this guy is better is because when he approaches x, he's leaning against a wall. I want you to imagine that, or I could try to draw that. So here's 2x leaning against the wall. I just want you to imagine like that typical scene when a guy tries to riz a girl up and he like leans against his locker. That's exactly what 2x is doing here. 2x approaches x and he's like, hey, and he leans against his locker. He's like, I know you want me, so here's my number. X immediately falls in love. 2X, he has so much game, it's crazy. You don't understand the sheer amount of confidence that this man has. Now, what's the difference between 2X and X root 3? 2X is leaning against a locker instead of X root 3 here, who's just standing still. That's how you want to get a girl's number. You're not gonna stand there like X root 3, like an awkward dude. You have a plan, and you're going into this with a plan, just like 2X here. So therefore, if we were to rank these three by heights, we're going to say that the girl is most likely going to be the shortest, but it's just up between these two guys. X root 3, I mean, he's a little bit taller than X, I'll give him that, but he's just not as tall as 2X here. He's a whole 2 times taller than X. This guy, He's only root 3 times taller than X. This guy is a whole 2 times taller than X. That's how good he is. That's how goated he is. That's how much Riz he has, okay? So that's exactly how you're going to remember this. Shortest side, the girl, X, side perpendicular to X, the one standing straight, standing still, the one that has no game, no Riz, no girls, no nothing, that's X root 3. The one that is slanted, the one that has girls, has game, has Riz is 2x. So yeah, that's pretty much how you want to memorize 30, 60, 90 triangles. I can approve of this. I have been using this exact method of learning these triangles ever since high school started. I hope I can spread my knowledge throughout classrooms and have everyone talking about this. That is my lifetime goal. Thank you for watching.